All right, we're gonna try this again. How everybody doing? This Mike Sucks, Millionaire Maker. Hang with me, I'll make you a millionaire. Okay, so this is video 3 of my 365-day YouTube content creation challenge, where I challenge myself for the next 365 days to create valuable and useful content that I can post to my YouTube channel. Now, this is my second try because last year when I started it, I did 177 videos, all right, before I stopped and events happened. Now, like I said, this is video 3 on day 3 of year 2022, okay? Now, I'm making this video because I'm trying to get in where I fit in on making my videos, because right now I'm putting in a lot of hours at my job in order to pay my bills to keep my dream alive, okay? And so I wanted to make this video. A lot of my videos right now, just until I get my feel and figure out where I'm at and where I'm going, a lot of my videos are just going to be me talking. They might be here, there, some are everywhere. They might not even make sense. It really don't matter. My thing is, I just want to make videos and talk and be able to talk, okay? You know, this one here, this one is going to be titled Out the Mud, as in get it out the mud. Because the way I look at it is, when people say that when they really got to get their hustle on. I mean, they starting from nowhere. They have nothing to start off with. So me, myself, all I feel like outside of God, my whole life has been getting it out the mud. Only thing I had easy about my life is, hey, what I ask God for, he give it to me like no problem. And if he don't give it to me, he say, hey, I got something better for you. You want that? Well, guess what? I got this. Okay? But in there, I've also had trials, tribulations, adversaries, all type of things, okay? My life has not been easy at all. My life has been a struggle, but I have managed to continue through it all. Okay, now when I say that to mean that my situations don't match a lot of people's situations, okay? Like right at this very moment, I'm 58 years old, and I work like I told you last week, I put in 66 hours at my job, and every check I get, I pay child support. Child support comes out of my check because child support is taking my money for mistakes that I made very, very early in my life, as far as signing paperwork. I'm going to say that was my mistake, is not understanding what I was doing and signing paperwork, okay? Having children has never been a mistake of mine, because my children are a blessing to me and a blessing from God, okay? But here it is, like I said, I'm 58 years old, and I'm paying I'm paying more than I pay in rent and child support every month for things that I shouldn't be paying for. Because in all honesty, like I said, I made a lot of mistakes in my life. When I was young, having children and things like that, my children were taken from me. My children were taken from me at a young age. It got to the point where, hey, I was just having children for the state of Michigan, because they were snatching them right out the hospital. As soon as we had them, they were snatching them. Okay, but thing is, my kids were adopted. My parental rights were terminated. My children were adopted. And at the time when my children were adopted, well, matter of fact, when my parental rights were terminated, my responsibility for child support was supposed to be terminated at that same time, okay? But the state of Michigan, in their infinite wisdom, decided what we're going to do is we're going to continue to charge him child support until his daughter becomes 18 years. So, and she was 4 at the time of adoption. So for 14 years, they charged me child support. Not only did they charge me child support, but when she turned 18 and they stopped, they charged me interest and penalties on that child support. All right. And as of this moment, I am still paying that back. All right. I have different problems with dealing with it. Like, I live in Atlanta, an Atlanta lawyer, well, basically, I don't have the money because of the child support, but basically, Atlanta lawyers are telling me that they can't take the case because the case comes out of Michigan. Michigan lawyers are telling me that they can't take the case because I live in Georgia, but I know that's bull crap. Basically, what it is I just don't have the money to pay them, okay? So I deal with it, and when I deal with it, that's why I say I really get things out of the mud because, like I said, I'm the only one that pays these bills in my household. And I blame nobody for the mistakes that I made. I just learned to take them as a lesson. And hopefully I can pass these lessons on to other people that can learn from my mistakes. But I'm not able to convey those messages in a way that anybody would receive them, especially anybody in my family, because the one thing that I know about my family is that they're just like me. And the one thing that I learned growing up on the north end of Detroit and being an only child in my household, like I have brothers that I don't know, I know but don't know, and they don't know me. I have sisters, okay, but I didn't grow up, as the traditional family would say, with them. Both you. I'm looking at different things because certain things are going on with my car. But as I was saying, you know, so I forgot what I was saying. My mind, like I said, my mind just be all over the place, and that's what these videos be. But I was saying, growing up on the north end, all right, learning different things. I came, well, they say gangs have been going on for years and years, back in the 50s and the 40s and the 60s, okay? But back in late 70s, early 80s, you know, gangs in Detroit. Coming up on the north end, we had like 5 gangs and whatnot. And like I said, by me being an only child in my household, there were certain things that you had to learn in order to get along. Okay, like flat out. I had no older brothers that if somebody messed with me, I could run home to get. So I developed certain traits, you know, that allow the person to know better than to fuck with me, for lack of better terms, and excuse me for cussing. But like that's the way it is, okay? Like they say, you know, the loudest person at a party is the least person you got to worry about. The person you really need to worry about is the one that ain't saying a word, that's over there in the corner that's watching everything, because more than likely those are the ones that's going to kill you, okay? So I kind of developed myself in that fashion, all right? Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. I don't want to hurt you, but hey, I'll do what I got to do in order to keep you from me. And like I say, growing up on the north end, I had opportunities to show that to people and prove it to people to, hey, make my point known. Okay, so growing up like that, you learn, like I said, you learn different things in different ways. And part of that is being stubborn. And a part of coming up is not letting people take advantage of you. Okay, so a lot of times in order for people not to be able to take advantage of you, you have to know what you know for yourself, okay? You just can't believe everything you hear and everything that you see. A lot of times you have to know what you know for yourself. So that was one of the philosophies that I grew up on, is believe none of what you hear, half of what you see, and know what you know for yourself, okay? Because everything you see ain't always what it is, and everything you hear half the time ain't never what it is, okay? Because, hey, we learned in school, teacher did an experiment where they made a circle, and he whispered one thing into one person's ear, and that whisper went all the way around that circle, but by the time it got back to the teacher, it had nothing to do with what it was that he said. And that's just life. That's how things go. So you believe none of what you hear, okay? And everything that you see ain't always what it is, okay? So sometimes you have to investigate and find out what the real situation is, because people can show you anything and make you believe it. Now, the point, like I said, I'm getting close to my destination, but the point of this video was, like I say, get it out the mud, okay? And when I say get it out the mud, I say that because that's me. Like a lot of people, they tell you find mentors in order to get what you want and things like that, or find people that you can count on that can help you, that are trying to build what you're trying to build. But like Joel Osteen says, okay, a lot of times God will give you a dream. He'll put something on your heart that is not on nobody else's heart, okay? And so they can't see what your dream is, okay? And if they can't see it, a lot of times they're not able to help you in achieving it. So, and a lot of people are blessed with people that can facilitate that and help them out, okay? And a lot of times there are people out here that don't have that at all, okay? And everything that they have to get on their own, okay? Like you can take two people, put them in the same situations, but the outcome will be totally different for those two people, like me, okay? Like I say, when I moved down here to Georgia, because now I've been blessed in my life because, hey, I know T.I. talk about and rap about being a 7-time convicted felon, but hey, it's nothing to brag about, but I've got him beat. I'm an 11-time convicted felon, okay? I've been convicted 11 different times of felonies and been blessed and able to walk around it. Like a lot of people get convicted one time of a felony and spend the rest of their life in jail. I did 18 months in the penitentiary, okay? And because of messed up thinking that I had growing up. But the point being is that, like I said, when I moved down here to Georgia, Georgia won't help me in no way, shape, or form. Okay, like I said, you take the same two people, put them in the same situation. We both got felony convictions, blah, blah, split, this and that. But hey, Georgia say, hey, yeah, I'll help you. But no, I'm not going to help you. Okay? And me, like, I took a wife. I went back to Michigan, took a wife, moved back down here. Georgia told my wife that, hey, as long as you stay married to him, we're not going to help him and with them, so we're not going to help you either, okay? That's just how hard things be for me, but I still persevere. That's the good thing that I love about me, is that no matter what, I still persevere, okay? Now, and when I say that to mean that, like I said, I'm a delivery driver, and I still maintain a household, put myself in a position. God put me in a position as to where I'm on course to buy my first, in 58 years, my first home, my first rental property, and I managed to do all of that in adverse situations. So that's what I mean when I say get it out the mud. Where sometimes you just have to do everything yourself. It don't matter, okay? And I know they say find your weaknesses and try and delegate that to people. But at some point, sometimes, you know, regardless of what your weakness is, you have to be able to overcome your own weakness, okay? Because everybody's not going to always want to help you, and people don't see your vision, so they don't want to help you because you can't pay them and things like that. They don't have the vision to know where you're trying to go. And so some things you have to learn on your own and trust in God. Like when I began, long time ago when I was young, I didn't know it, but real estate was going to be my path. You know, I intended on owning more real estate in the city of Detroit than anybody else. Then life came along. I spent a whole lifetime on the streets of Detroit, in the streets of Detroit, dealing with drugs and everything else. And when I say a lifetime, I mean 22 years. Okay, that's how long I was with my first wife, my children's mother, for 22 years. So I spent a lifetime. Okay. And the things that I went through and I learned helped me. Like I said, no matter what, I persevered to the point where, like I say, I'm 58 years old. I got what I got. I'm not going to list it, but guess what I say is, and a lot of people say, you don't have shit. What do you have? But I can tell you what I do have. What I do have is more than a lot of people have. A lot of people are homeless. A lot of people don't even have a place to sleep. A lot of people don't have a job. A lot of people don't have a car to take them to a job. A lot of people don't have bills to pay. Okay? And so I am blessed and grateful for the things that I do have. All right? Now I am at my destination. I thought of this video. Like I said, the title is Get It Out the Mud. I'm going to make, apparently I'm going to have a few Get It Out the Mud videos, okay? Because the statement, get it out the mud, it means a lot to me. Because that's my whole life. Everything I've got, I got out the mud. Don't nobody give me nothing. Everything I get, I got to work for, okay? No matter what it is, I got to work for it. Nobody helps me. And when I say nobody helps me, I mean, honestly, nobody helps me. God helps me. And he puts people in my path that help get me to the next level. All right, and I thank him and appreciate those people. And when I say nobody helps me, I don't mean it in a way of being ungrateful for the help that I do receive. I mean, like where other people say, hey, find your weaknesses and then find somebody that can help you with that you can delegate your weaknesses to, that can carry you on to the next level. I don't have people like that. So I have to learn how to overcome my weaknesses, okay? So that's what I do. And that's what I mean by when I say get it out the mud, okay? So with that being said, I appreciate y'all being here, watching, let me vent, allowing me to talk and make my videos. Hey, I appreciate it. So if you're watching this video and you made it this far, because like I said, I've made it to my destination, I gotta make my delivery. I appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and if you possibly can, share this video. Educate somebody about my channel. I will be bringing relative content sooner or later, but I'm just trying to build my channel up and get it going, get videos on my channel, okay? Eventually I'll get used to it where, hey, it'll be nothing, just pull the camera, pull the phone out, pop, start it, hello, how y'all doing, and just keep going. So with that being said, like I said, my name is Michael Sykes. I'm the Millionaire Maker. You hang with me, I'll make you a millionaire. Appreciate it. Like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video with 5 people if you can, and I'll see you again. Peace.